Hi, this is Ms. Lavodi, and today I'm going to show you how to begin a social issue awareness digital collage. We're going to be using Medibang Paint. You want to have your content ready on your device, such as photos and text screenshots. Open up Medibang Paint to a letter size page and determine if you want it to be a vertical or horizontal composition. Add photos by clicking the plus sign in the layers box and select image to add, and you're going to bring in your photos as separate layers. You're going to adjust the size and placement of photos along with being able to rotate them later using the transform tool. You also have the option to add a color layer and make it a background behind your photos. So here's how we get started. I'm using the letter size canvas preset and I've selected it so it's horizontal. I'm adding a color layer, and I actually am starting with a gradient first because I want color behind my photographs. The gradient tool is up at the top and it's a rectangle, and you pick two colors and you can adjust how you want it to go. Now I'm clicking the plus sign to select images to add. I'm just kind of arbitrarily pasting my pictures and placing them where I want them to go roughly, and I can change them later. So I'm plus sign, add, select image to add, and I'm not extracting line art at this time. Line art, remember, extraction makes the pictures black and white and completely transparent. Now I'm going to use the transform tool to rotate, enlarge, rearrange, and scale these pictures. These pictures might hide other pictures, so I can use my eraser brush tool to remove away any parts of the picture to reveal underlying photos. You can choose between the soft eraser brush for soft edges or the hard eraser brush for hard edges, and you can change the sizes and brush settings. So I'm kind of erasing or deleting away some of the negative space here so I can reveal the photos that are underneath. I'm going to continue to add in my photos and continue to erase away the negative space of the photos as needed. Remember, when you're choosing to arrange and scale and move photos, you still want to think about your overall composition and balance of these photos. Think about the values. You can flip or rotate photos in order to make a better composition and to lead your eye back into the image. So I have lines leading out, lines leading back in to create movement. When you're 100% sure you have your photo collages arranged the way you want, then you can merge these images into one layer. You'll see the 3-dot option in the layer menu, and you can click merge down for each image to blend into the layer underneath. Once you have your photos in one layer, you can click the area where it says normal in the layers box, and this will show you a list of layer blending modes. These are all the different options you could choose from to stylize your image. Some work better than others. If you see one you like, you can keep it as your layer blending mode. You can also adjust the opacity of your layer. Next, you're ready for adding layers of text. It's up to you how important it is for the text to be visible. You can use it to create texture, you can make it transparent to interact with the layers below it, or you can just piece in little opaque layers of text as well. To add text, you're doing it the same way as photo adding. You're clicking the plus sign, you're selecting your image to add, and you're bringing in your text screenshots of articles that you found online. It's important to arrange the text in ways that you think are interesting. You can also use the layer blending modes on your text, and you can import your text by extracting the line art as well. For me, it isn't so important that all of the text is readable, so I'm going to just move it where I want it to go. For this one, I'm going to use the extract line art feature to make the text totally transparent, so you can see how it makes it black and white and completely see-through. Now I'm going to use my eraser brush to erase away parts of that text website that I don't want to see. So I might erase away, like the screenshot. I don't want to see the battery icon from the device I screenshot from. I'm going to continue to add in some text where I want to see it pop through, and I can be selective about what words or phrases I want to erase. I can try different layer blending modes and make creative decisions. So here I've selectively erased away some words so only the words makeup free, unrealistic are coming forward more. And I am adding in text one more time in this area to create a little bit of balance with that white shape. And I can do a little bit of erasing if needed. Now that you have your photo and text layers to support your awareness idea, you can think about a main image that'll come to the foreground. This should be an original photograph, digital illustration, or photograph of a drawing you did. We want your main image to come to the foreground and really drive home the idea of your social awareness collage, and it can help us better understand the content of your work. If you still need a main image, take time to work on that at this point in time. So I have a portrait that I used to create a filter from Instagram, so I'm going to use that self-portrait and import that, and then I'm going to import it one more time to darken the image. So I'm selecting the same portrait image, and I am going to extract the line art in this one to create darker shadows in it. So it kind of gives it a little bit of a different effect. I can adjust these scales on the bottom to make it lighter or darker. And then I'm just going to adjust it and make sure it doesn't look blurry and make sure that the two images overlap each other well. So it just intensified some of the shadows, changed the tone of the color a little bit. Now I can go in and add some finishing touches here. I'm going to erase away the negative space from my main image. Change your brush size to get more detailed. So I'm adding any other finishing details in here. And then once I have it erased out the way I want, I'm going to click the three lines in the upper left hand corner. I'm going to make sure that this image is fully saved as a whole project, so that way I can revisit this in my Medibang gallery. But I'm also going to click the three lines again and export this as a JPEG and save this image to my device. At this point you can stop here, and the next tutorial video will show you how to further edit this image in the Tayasui Sketches Pro app for iPad. Stay tuned.